Follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes, I thought I'd better stop that early since the game's kicked off, you know. How we all doing? Welcome aboard the Bhoycie bus. I'm sorry we're a wee bit late. There was some Diddy teams playing up in Dingwall that I was watching. It was a late goal. Don't know if it's got any significance to us or not, but for some reason when the ball hit the back of the net in the 95th and a half minute, it was a strange one because all I could hear in my ears was the thought of Neil Lennon speaking. I could hear him going, "That's caviar." Get in there. I see O'Malley Cat's watching. He's put up a couple of memes from the Bhoycie bus, and I'll tell you what, mate, I have had the fear both times I've seen like the wee video clip before it's even started playing, mate. So please don't make a habit of that. Margaret, brilliant to have you on the bus, and you are watching from España. Good to see you. I like it. I like it. I hope you can hear me all right, by the way. My headphones aren't listening to the mic again. I've got the game on. Big thanks to regular viewer Chris Kerr as well. He's helped me out big time with being able to watch the matches. I would have been at the game today. That's the thing. I'm annoyed. I was meant to be dog sitting, and then because of the weather and all that, my mum she was meant to be going to Edinburgh, but she's pulled out now because of the old weather. Dundee Utd threatened early there, by the way. So it turns out I actually could have went to the match, but I didn't find the suit until too late. You know, it's an early bus, not my bus, Stagecoach's buses, but it's an early bus to get through. I tell you that. So I thought, well, in fact, all down to Kaylee Mitchell. Really, she dropped me a message saying you're doing the watch along, and I thought, oh, what are we calling it? Fan cam. Geez, oh, Heather off the line, but there was a foul. That's fine. That's fine. What do you think of the vintage stock? It goes with the thumbnail. I don't know if you have noticed the Bhoycie bus changing colours of late. I've got loads done by Ian Edwards, who's a good mate of mine, who does a bit of graphic design. I say a bit, I think that's his job, to be fair. Citizen Edwards is his handle on Twitter. He's very good. I sent him like hundreds of Celtic away kits for the last 20 years. I said, could you do me some logos? 2 different logos I sent him that he'd designed actually originally. I was like, could you send me them based on these away kits? So you'll notice a wee difference there. Comments coming in. I know a lot of people will be at the game, so I'm not expecting loads of people to watch today. It's just really a bit of fun because I'm at loose end. Brown Warrior is loving life. I'm going to talk about the result and its significance. I know I've had a wee bit of fun at the start. That was huge today. And we will talk about why. But before we go into that, and before we get carried away, I am going to also caveat it with today we've got to now get the job done even. It feels like even more to me now because there's no point in gloating in a way if we don't get the job done. And sorry if I'm looking a wee bit peely-wally. I've got one of these ring lights now because we're branching out in the Bhoycie bus world. You know, we're trying to go global here. Or we are going global. Ask Margaret. And I've got one of these new ring light things in front of me, so it shows your true colour of skin, and I am just a peely wally bastard, really, is what I'm trying to say. Sean Ross is predicting 3-0. I love that optimism, Sean. You're welcome on the bus anytime, my man. Kelly, there's my boy. Can't wait for this today. Well, we've got a free kick, Kelly, in a very dangerous position. Matt O'Reilly, it's Tom Rogic, Matt O'Reilly. I can't confirm it's Matt O'Reilly. He's over this dead ball. Ian Mitchell, afternoon, Bhoycie today is shaping up nicely. Yes. Top's looking good as usual. Thank you. I heard reports there was a bus crash on the way to Dingwall. Ironic, as there was a train crash on the pitch. Well, the only bus that won't be crashing today, Brown Warrior, is the Bhoycie bus, as you know. Daniel Mick, yes, Bhoycie, in our hands now. O'Malley Cat, you've went quiet now. Don't be making any more memes, you bastard. Tim Loy thinks that Rangers have cracked. Well, there you go. Keep away from... I don't know what that means, Brown Warrior. I'll leave up your other comment instead. If there was a bus crash, I hope everyone's all right. Don't like bus crashes. Afternoon can. I still have some left for yesterday. Total amateur at drinking in 2022. Alex Forsyth coming in there on the old phone saying, enjoy the game. I can't hear you because he's at the game. But hail. Alex Forsyth, that is a proper bus passenger, isn't it? What I've decided we'll do, just shorten the hair a wee bit as well, you know, is we'll just stay on. We'll just do some post-match pitch right in the back of this. We'll just go live right the way through, guys. Why not? Dundee Utd are causing us a wee bit of bother, though. I'm a wee bit hyper today after the back of that result that's went in our favour, but there was a great chance there. It's been blazed over, but that could have went, and he caught it sweet just over the bar. I don't even have the Celtic team. You know, I'm so unorganised today. Give me 2 secs. Chances! Brilliant tackle. But Giakoumakis, to me, you know how big a fan I've been, but I think he's dilly-dallied a wee bit. He's the ball's bounced once, twice. I mean, it's an awkward height, but he needs to make the decision whether to chest it down or not. He's waiting on the ball. He's not proactive enough for the Giakoumakis for me. He was clean through. If the ball's at an awkward height, he needs to then chest it down and get it to the height. He's got to make something happen there. Instead, what he's done is he's waited on the ball just coming down naturally at a comfortable height. Callum Butcher, no problem at all to him. He's just slid in and got the block in. Bit hesitant for my liking there, Giakoumakis. I've flung him a lot of praise. I've predicted good things again today. But unfortunately, I've got to tell you, I thought he was a bit hesitant there. Said Callum McCoy there. I've got to tell you. But you know what I mean. Just try to get the lineups because I see Liam Scales is putting chances. Beach on trying to find Giakoumakis at that near post that he likes so much. So the team lineup, we've got Hart, Ralston at right back, Scales at left back. We've talked on the bar so many times at the competition in that area, and just proving us right. You know, it's a straight shootout for those roles, and neither combination, whoever it is you're playing at fullback, particularly weakens us, I don't feel. And I'm delighted to see Ralston and Scales start today. They are slightly my preferred two. I'm not entirely sure why, but they are. Beaton with that captain's armband again always gives me the fear. O'Reilly and Atati carry on that wonderful partnership that they started to forge at Tynecastle. Abada comes back into the starting lineup. I'm glad to see that in a way. I think Jota, all eyes on Wednesday for him. Forrest needs another start because he looked off the pace midweek. Giakoumakis, as we know, is up front through default, but also now with a wee bit of form behind him as well. O'Malley, I won't, don't worry. I'm only kidding, mate. You can do it if you want. I find it fun and stuff like that. Just know when I'm looking this Peely Valley. This light might need to get dimmed. We got a dimmer for the light. Anyone? I think we do. Look at that. We're dimming the lights. That's a bit better, eh? There we go. Glasgow CSC, yes, Bhoycie, happy Saturday. It will be come 4:45, provided Celtic get the job done. Forrest in a dangerous position now, driving at the Dundee United defence. I didn't see enough of that time, Castle. Again, he looked for the near post Giakoumakis option. Could totally understand it. Daniel, Nick, the guest you had on last night was a good laugh. I thought Connor did a great job. Forrest having a go. It's cleared. Giakoumakis trying to bring it down at the edge of the 6-yard box. Can Celtic carry on the pressure? No, they can't. It's a free kick for Dundee United. Fair enough. Brian O'Neill. Are you the Brian O'Neill? Brian O'Neill would have been, I think, this era, if I'm not mistaken. Did I just see the Rangers were held in Dingwall? Well, I'll tell you what, the only thing held in Dingwall, ask Alan McGregor. Alan McGregor, man. He came out like he had no arms at the end. Just like slid in with his knees. It was bizarre. Gifted the ball straight to a Ross County player who gladly smashed it in the net. James Forrest looking for a corner there, but no. He was taking the ball a wee bit wide for my liking. I'm going to give Forrest a fair crack of the whip today. I think some of the criticism, me and Connor were talking about it last night. I thought it was a wee bit, I think it's a wee bit, how'd you say it, over the top, you know? Got to give him a chance. Got to give it a chance. I'm in short sleeves. It's not often I'm in short sleeves. See all my tattoos and that. Teresa, yes. Teresa Lyle Photography and Design Solutions. You should be getting sponsorship on here. It's a clever username that you've got there, Teresa. I like it. I'm on the cells. 2-0 the day, boys and girls. I'm late on the bus. Let's hope so. 2-0 we would take 2-0. We would take it. Jamesy is due a goal, Brown Warrior. I've got to agree with that. Do you know what? I think it would be just something to trigger that wee bit of confidence again, which I think his players lacking a wee bit of right now. And sometimes I think it's up to us as a fan base, though, to be when we're on sites like social media, because a lot of it feeds back to players. I know Forrest is experienced and should be able to take flack, etc. But I also think we've got a responsibility as a fan base to be shown solidarity with players that have given us as much as Forrest have in terms of numbers over the years. He's had a great stint at Celtic. He's had a slight dip in form since the start of this campaign, right? But he's been out for a long time. Would it not be quite refreshing for someone to have a word in James's ear? I know he doesn't really do the socials, but to say, been on Twitter there, mate, everyone's got your back. All the Celtic fans are dying for you to get back to form, mate. They're all buzzing that you're back for fitness. Would you not rather hear that than hear, what speculation, you're finished, Jamesy? You know? I think that would be... We're going to start that on the Bhoycie bus. James Forrest, wee bit of patience, wee bit of respect. Let's encourage, not discourage, you know? I wanted a better word than discourage there that sounded all good, but I couldn't think of one. O'Malley Cat, their fans running on the pitch, absolutely brilliant. I love it, mate. I love it. That's caviar. That's what you're saying. No, you're not that Brian O'Neill, fair enough. My only claim to fame is I coached Liam Boyce from age 6 to 16 and didn't do any penalty taking practice with him. Well, mate, I know Liam obviously very well. He's my brother. I'm only kidding. He's not really. But, yeah, if he can, you know, that penalty could just... You look at it, right? And I want Celtic to score so we can look at the bigger picture. Can't you see a ball in the box by Ralston? It's cleared again. Celtic still, you know, dominating possession. But yeah, I mean, you know, sliding doors moments because, chances here. Corner. But yeah, I mean, that penalty goes in. We're 6 points behind. Rangers are full of confidence and win that today. And we're now playing this match 9 points behind, trying to get back to 6. That potentially could have been where we were. Instead, we win today. And look at Wednesday, we win that. We go top on merit. That'd be nice. I don't like fans in the second half of the season either. Drop points in 2 out of 3 games so far. Scraped a a 1-0 win. We had obviously the Red Baron, who's a regular in the comments. Notice he's not in them today, right enough, but he was telling us the whole match during the whole match on Wednesday that his team Rangers were awful, even in the match that they've won. So they're very big got at, right? I think they are. We're in the box again. Brilliant ball across. Dundee United defender does well. Kaylee, sorry, that's me back. Don't you worry. You don't need to be in the bus the whole time. It's a long show, Kaylee. My mum needed her hair done. You've done her hair in all that time. I wouldn't trust you for a haircut. Just seen Brendan Rodgers at the game there. Is he? He's up to something. I never noticed Brendan Rodgers at the game. Ian McIntosh comes on. Brilliant to have you on the bus as well, my man. He says, Forrest looked predictable at Tiny. He did. Always cutting inside to tee up a shot. Plenty of credit in the bank, though. That's it. And he does have credit in the bank. Let's encourage him. Brown Warrior, mate, I love this, though. This is a home game against Dundee United now. Yes, it's must win. But also, we've got a squad now where it should be winnable, more than winnable, with the players that he has selected without Jota. Keep Jota start for Wednesday. Don't start today and take an unnecessary risk. I thought Giakoumakis went down there easily there. It's shown he's in a bit of pain in his left leg. It looked from the outside like he's went down a wee bit easily. Brian O'Neill again. We have a huge psychological advantage now. Let's will the boys on to win. Exactly. Ian, now we're talking. Rodgers is there. Don't put Jota on unless we really have to. You can just hear him now on the phone to Benfica. Oh, I've got a beautiful relationship with Celtic. Terrible accent. But I've got a beautiful relationship with Celtic. All that jargon, you can hear him. Don't worry. I'll speak to them. Just you tell the boy to sign for us at Leicester City. I'll deal with Celtic. You can hear him saying that sort of shit. Got to watch him. I admire him as a manager, and I think I've been pretty vocal about that on various shows that we've done on the Bhoycie bus. Oh, my stream's buffering. What's happening here? Oh, we don't want this. What's going on? Anyone else watching The Path to Paradise? Daniel, you're right. Why is Rodgers at the game? I hope he's not scouting any players either. I agree with you, mate. I'm going to try link 2 here. Reckon I'd end up concussed if I headed a Ralston cross. That is good patter, Timberley. And you're not far wrong. Who does tend to put the ball in with a bit of zip, shall we say, doesn't he? But you know what? I think he gets a lot more balls in the box than Juranovic. My opinion. I think Juranovic is cleverer in the ball than Ralston, but I think Ralston's more proactive in terms of trying to get deliveries into the box, which again should suit our striker leading the line. I'm having some buffering issues here, you know. Might just be me watching a blank screen. I hope that's all right with everyone. What's happening here? Everyone else is wanting fine. Brown Warrior, Celtic have the momentum now, so if you look at them after 23 games, they have dropped 9 points and the goal difference is 23. Minus 23? Can it be? Yeah, I'm not convinced of the stream likes. There we go, it seems to be working now. Looks a bit better now. Apologies for that. On last season, Russell. Right, let me try and work this out. Sorry, I was a wee bit distracted with the tablet there, Brown Warrior. I do apologise, mate. I still am. Can you just go full screen? What is that? What is the crack here? After 23 games. Ian McIntosh says, afternoon, Donny. Can't see your comments, but I hope you're all good. I can't see any comments for Donny either. Is Donny there? If you're there, Donny, say hello. Brian O'Neill, yes, we have them on the ropes. Brian Moria, am I being stupid today? Please try and explain this to... Oh, there we go, he's came in again. After 23 games, they had 65 points and were plus 53. I don't... Oh, Brian Moria, I'm having a simple day, mate. I don't know what's wrong with me. John Duncan comes out. Yes, John, good to have you on the Bhoycie bus, mate. Listen to Rangers radio. They're shouting it. That's a shame. Liam Scales on the ball just now, inside our own half. Ball spread right. Ralston. O'Reilly on the ball. Please. He really like Tom Rogic. James Forrest is blatantly obstructed. And no foul by the ref. Absolutely baffling. Sorry, Russ, I can't find my specs. That's all right, mate. I need to get glasses as well. Imagine me with specs on again. I used to wear them years ago. I just stopped wearing them. I just got a bit unable to see now. Strange person I am. John Duncan, he's spying for us on Rangers radio right now. He says the Rangers fans are not looking forward to Wednesday. Well, I've got a mate who I work with, David. I won't say he's second, but he watches the Bhoycie bus a wee bit. I know he does. And he messaged me on Twitter. I've not had a chance to reply. I've just seen it in my wee notifications. And he says, all I read was the first line, because you know you can only see like the first line of a notification. But it said, "Use will scud us" on. So I'm guessing he means on Wednesday. So he's obviously not feeling full of confidence as well on the back of the display. They were 2-1 down at one point as well. I think they can be got at. I really do. I think Ross County, I was hearing, have put 7 goals past them this season. You know, we never laid a glove. And see, to be honest with you, I stand by my criticism of Ange Postecoglou in August. See, at the end of the day, he had Kyogo and Edwards. We'd all rather still have those two in the squad right now. He just didn't know how to play them both together. He didn't get it right. He played Kyogo wide left when he should have played through the middle. And if Edwards had checked out, then he shouldn't. Kelly loves seeing a wee caravan. It's just what was left for last night. To be honest, I didn't finish my carry out last night. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm getting boring, man. Ian McIntosh, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst might be okay with tactics, but he can't fire the Rangers up. He is monotone and completely uninspiring. Might try and... I know someone got a lot of bother for a historic tweet and all that. I'm not going to go into who, because we all know who. That uses the word that rhymes with cream bun. I wonder if we should maybe just stop using it in the group chat, because when I'm bringing the comments up, I would hate that to then get associated to me like I'm using that sort of term. And if anyone found out where I worked, if I lost my job and all that, that would be a bit shit. I know there's many connotations to it, and it's a whole different debate, but it's not one for me really to have. Maybe if we just relent on using that word, I'm just having a wee thought there, because I'm bringing as many comments up as I can. I probably read a lot of them just once they're actually up live on the screen. I wouldn't want anything to implicate on me, you know? Just being a wee bit sensible. We just need to make sure we get all 3 points today, says John Duncan. We do need a win. I agree with that. Of course, it's all just about getting a win. But you know what? I felt Wednesday was a bit about that as well. Why not aim a bit higher and get a statement win today? You know, smash Dundee United. I know we're 22 minutes in, it's still 0-0. We've still got, way over an hour. We've got way over an hour. And why not, get a convincing one? Just put the shitters up on that wee bit more. And we all now know the match on Wednesday, they're dreading it. And we all now know why they wanted to play with no fans. We all can see second half of the season with fans, they don't enjoy it. Simple as that. Ian, it wasn't a dig, by the way. He says, point taker, just trust me on that. It wasn't a dig at all. I'm just trying to, I'm thinking maybe a wee bit from my own point of view. So I appreciate it, mate. Nice one. Right, Brown Warrior, after 23 games last season, they had 65 points and the goal difference was plus 53. Same point this season, it's 56 points and 30. So there's definitely a decline. I'm on your page, and do you know what, Brown Warrior? You did have to actually explain it that simply for me to understand what you were meaning before. I do apologise, mate. But that is a great point. They've been very quick to beat us with the stick of, oh, Celtic were worse, earlier on, they say worse off than what they were even under Neil Lennon before. Well, how do you like those apples that Brown Warrior just produced? That's very interesting. I think they don't like the pressure. We spoke about it before. Can they hang? We're still to see it. They're a good leader. Once they get in the lead, they feed off that confidence and they run away. Fair enough. Maybe that is the case. But when it's got close, and we got close when we beat Hibs, we showed that we're going to get within 3 points any chance we can. And, it ended up at 4 points or whatever. But I think that, it was still to be proven whether they liked the pressure on them. And what I will caveat that with, not caveat, is I think the Celtic team is so new that we're still to see how we deal with the pressure of a title race as well. There's not as many season title winners on that Celtic side as there used to be. So it's all new for a lot of these guys also. I'll be interested to see how we rise to the challenge. But very much, that Rangers squad, the meat and bones of it has been together for years. And when the pressure's been on, they've never liked it. When the pressure's not been on, they've dealt with it they've dealt with their matches very well. Fair play, but when the pressure's been on, like it was today, like it was last week, they don't like it. Wednesday's coming. TikTok. It took him long enough to get that. It did, John. It really did, mate. Brown Money, we came off a bad season, a full rebuild, and how messing us about for 4 months. We are gaining momentum. Great points, mate. This was not meant to be the season that we could go top in January. This was meant to be the season. This was meant to be the season where, if we won it, it would be, I think later on in the campaign if we were to make it. And right now, I think we've hung in there up until the transfer window. I'm rambling a wee bit here. We hung in there till the transfer window. Now we've got the transfer window out today. We're dealing with injuries. We're dealing with international call-ups. We're still with strong lineups and positive performances so far, particularly in the first half against Hibs and Hearts. Today, 2 of our best displays already. Stuart Howell, after in trips. Yes, Stuart. Welcome aboard the Bhoycie bus. When the ball is a Abada. Oh, save. Brilliant direct running for Abada. Skinned 2 Dundee United players. Hit the shot a wee bit straight at the keeper. Forrest now picks it up on the left. But Abada, I love it when he's so direct like that. Really, that is him at his best. McGregor is done on the side. David too old. And the back line is there to be had. I think they're there to be got at. Couldn't agree more, Brown Warrior. The Red Baron, bit of balance. And I'll not say who, right? Just a wee bit of respect for you, Red Baron. But I got a message on Twitter from one of our regular viewers about you today. And he says, do you know what, Bhoycie? I've been reading some comments back. I'm going to go a lot easier on the Red Baron. He seems fair to me. Now, you could try and work out who that is, Red Baron. But that's how cool the Bhoycie Bus contributors, viewers are. Someone messaged me today, a regular viewer, to say they had a wee think and a look back, and they thought you were actually, good on the show. There you go. I thought that was cool. So just so you know that. He's saying now, to be fair, we had 5 first-team players out against Livy. You did kind of hate on their display, though, during the match, Red Baron. You weren't mentioning 5 players missing then. You were saying your team was not rubbish or poor or whatever it was. You said the display was nonsense anyway. And Stuart Howell counters it with saying Celtic are missing about 9 players right now. I'm not sure what the number is. Today, Eaton was non-existent. Strange when him coming back. Haven't seen enough of him to have much of an opinion on him, if I'm completely honest with you. But he's not been someone who's earned rave reviews, shall we say, that's, made us sap and take notice of him, I would have to say. Brian O'Neill's back in. Same Brown there. Brian O'Neill. We've got enough winners in the squad to keep our lead when we get ahead. I would like to think so. And Red Baron confirming what he was saying. It was shocking. How is the display today? You're going to think I'm gloating here. I turned on the last 5-7 minutes, mate, which is a good time for a Celtic fan to turn the match on. Yeah. Let us know how the performance was, though. I mean, that was the sad thing about having to come on live. I would have loved to have had Clyde 1 SSB on this afternoon. I think they open the lines in the afternoon sometimes, don't they? Oh, no, they wouldn't. Oh, that's on a Sunday. They might do that if it's only Celtic and Rangers playing. They'll be 5 o'clock. We'll be doing the post-match pitch then. I'll definitely be listening out on Spotify later tonight, such as the sadness of my life. Brown Warrior, the Red Baron is sound. He's a football man. I agree with that. Daniel Mick breathes a sigh of relief and says Rodgers is only at the game because he's got a holiday home in Loch Lomond. That better be the case. We certainly hope so. Scales, let's see his delivery. First chance, and it was a good ball. Just headed clear. Glancing header away by Dundee Utd. That's all he could get on that. I was going to say it was a good delivery no matter what there, wasn't it? My Liam Scales bias coming out. Stuart Howell did catch the game. The Watford lad for County looked really lively. Good stuff. Don't know what his name is. In fact, I'm not going to attempt what his name is. No, I was going to try and guess it there, but I'll just make a fool of myself. What's the point? What is the point? So the Red Baron says Rangers completely controlled the game. Aribo and the new lad were brilliant. Defensively, very poor though. Oh, I only seen the last goal. I don't know what McGregor's doing. He's came out like he's got no arms. I don't know why he's not just. But it seemed odd at the time. He slid out with his knees. It's kind of came off his hip area. The ball wasn't going at pace. It wasn't a direct shot at goal. I don't know what he's done. I don't know why he's done it. Bizarre, but good. Keep it up, Alan. Don't trust him, Daniel. Yeah, I don't, Brendan Rodgers at the game, trust me, he'll be taking notes. Oh, Mally Cat, Rodgers is there to watch and learn from him how to make players better. That may well be the case. Half an hour gone, still 0-0. Wouldn't call it concern yet. I would have liked an earlier goal though. Oh, of course we all would have, but settle the nerves a bit. Big day today. It'd be good if we could settle the nerves. Daniel, Mick, now we can all laugh at ourselves at this one. He had a Barcast moment. I agree. Brendan's there to sign a left back. He'll be disappointed Callum McGregor is injured then. Fucking, I can't even believe Neil Lennon did. After the disaster that was, why Neil Lennon then thought to do that again. Bizarre. Philip DeMarco. What a boy you are, mate. He says, this is massive. Just win. I know. I was saying sort of 10 minutes ago, look, I would quite like to get a statement when, just to ramp up the pressure that wee bit more. Turn the screw, if you like, that wee bit more. However, of course, there is the just win it aspect, and I get that. Right, Abada has space here to put the ball in the box. Near post, Giakoumakis. And it somehow goes over. Giakoumakis ready to put his body where it hurts. The keepers took a dullion, but it's 50-50 ball. They both going full-blooded for it. Absolutely fair game. If the keepers got injured, it's not through any nastiness for Giakoumakis. But that near post movement that he does, that's his hallmark for me. That is what he does. His trademark, not his hallmark. But you see they're looking for it because it's not the first ball that's been put into that area as well, I've got to say. Into that near post area, he slides in, he's caught the keeper in his legs. The keeper's kind of, Giakoumakis has went here and the keeper's kind of went almost behind Giakoumakis with his head in his hands. The collision's non-intentional. I hope the keeper's all right. Tim Coates cutting about doing a lot of smiling, probably talking in a lot words that would win him a lot of games of Scrabble right now. He likes his big words with damn courts. But that was a chance. Kelly, fuck's sake. I like it. Or was that more, fuck's sake? It sounded a bit more like that. By hook or by crook. Yes, Bhoycie. Never apologise, Philip DeMarco. It's brilliant to have you on the bus, mate. You know that. Brown Warrior, that was Kennedy's input, Russell. Lenny didn't do it again. Maybe. Good theory. Kennedy watched Brendan play him there 11 times, for fuck's sake. Kennedy should have been screaming no at Lenny. Well, I agree with that. A big problem Rangers do face is when Shagger does call it. Who's going to replace him? That day, from what I've seen, and it's not, I don't deny I watch Rangers games if I've got the time and I've got nothing else on. I will watch them if they're on the telly. Folks seem to take umbrage with that. I'm like, they're our title rivals. You obviously want them to get beat, but you're taking an interest. It's what you do if you've got an interest in the same league title that they're playing in, they're competing for. Now, from what I've seen, he's not looked as agile this year. He's not been his same commanding self in every game. I mean, last year he was the difference between a hell of a lot of points, I think. In fact, the whole time since he came back, really, he's been, colossal at the back, in goals for Rangers. But is the day coming closer for you guys? Probably. How do you replace someone with his personality, his influence on the team? It's not easy. Look at us, replacing Craig Gordon, Fraser Forster with Barkas, as Ian McIntosh just comes in. We have a great keeper called Barkanas we could sell you. I mean, he's awful. And he came in at one hell of a cost to us. There's no getting away from it. We expected a lot more bang for our buck than what we got with Barkas. So it just shows even if Rangers do invest heavily in replacing Alan McGregor, a huge part of their squad, first team, call it what you will, it might not guarantee bring them success. Do you know that? And that is going to be problematic for them. But it might be that problems arose earlier than the forecast, because I don't think he's having those convincing season this season. I believe he might have been at fault for one of the other goals from one of the wee Twitter sort of flash updates I'd seen as well. So I seen the last goal and he was at it, he was complete. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. Segrist in goals for Dundee United. You're absolutely right, Brown Warrior. Fred Barron, I watch Celtic just because I love watching football. I don't know how tongue-in-cheek that is, mate. We have a great keeper. So I've read that one. I don't think Suter is a better player than Goldston. And as Giakoumakis has proved, he has his number. It's interesting. I thought Giakoumakis versus Suter was a good tussle, to be fair. But I agree. I mean, I think at the goal, he does Suter. He completely outthinks him with that flick. And yeah, I think for me, Suter and Goldson, it's not much between them, but I would probably edge a wee bit further towards Goldson. However, players can improve when they make the step up to either side of the Glasgow team. We're not going to get all thingy about it. It's true. O'Reilly, good save. He's eerily like Tom Rogic, though. Attack in the ball. Maybe a slightly quieter display from him, but he does keep things ticking. Ball it wide right to Abada. He does. I think Forrest has to throw his cell at that, if I'm honest. He's not a striker. I think that's Giakoumakis. I think he throws his cell at that. Simon Donnelly just said, oh, someone should go attack it. Simon's listening to the bus. Simon Donnelly is listening to the Bhoycie bus. Yeah, I think he's just a wee bit negative there, Forrest. It comes to the back post. It's at a good height. I come from like to throw yourself at. Kaylee said, Harley. Hello, Harley. What's the with Kyogo? She just loves him. We all love Kyogo, don't we? Red Barons in that other discussion we were just having prior to that chance there, that ball flashed across the box by a looking lively Leo Labada, we have to say. But the conversation was about Suter and Goldson at Rangers. Suter is a step down, says the Red Baron. We know the Red Baron has no angles or agendas, so we'll take that one at face value. You can hear Suter as the ball goes in saying, fucking you, Joe, I done it. Yeah, I think it was clever what Giakoumakis did. Very cool, very composed, and quick thinking as well. The execution of that sort of flick finish as well ain't easy. And Giakoumakis did us proud at that moment. Abada creating chances and it's just not working out. Yeah, but he's been a positive this first half, Kaylee. I agree. I think he is trying to create chances. But it did have shades of Rogic, Daniel. It did, mate. It did. It's freaky now. Stuart Howell, we should grind out a result today, but you can see how much quality we're missing already. Whilst we are missing quality, Stuart, that's undeniable. Kyogo, Rogic, Maeda, 3 names off the bat. Callum McGregor, Jizo. I mean, yeah, Jota. We are missing. I mean, there are 5 guys that arguably would be in your best starting 11. I still think there's enough there, though. Chances! Well, Matt O'Reilly, home debut. I'm sorry, he's got to score. It's a brilliant ball by James Forrest from the left wing, all along the deck. But he's just beside the penalty spot. The keeper's out of position because he's been dragged slightly by the play. He's not completely central. Oh, he's got his score. He's got that whole right-hand side, keeper's left-hand side, Matt O'Reilly's right. That right-hand side of the goal, I'm gibbering. That right-hand side of the goal, he's just got to slot it home. Brown wanted Dembele back killer. Yeah, Giakoumakis was. You're absolutely right. Keep winning whilst they are missing. Well, that was our chance to get our noses in front there, Brownwater. That was gilt-edged for me for Matt O'Reilly. And maybe, that's the quality that Stuart Howell's talking about. Does any of the 5 aforementioned players, Stuart, miss that? Probably not. Red Baron, Ahmed Diallo looked caviar, as I would say. That caviar patter. Since Somali made that wee meme, I think I'm going to make a point of saying that all the time. And whilst Ahmed Diallo may well have looked caviar, that Ross County third goal looked caviar as well. Banter, Red Baron. You know it's banter. Are we playing with or against the wind? Let me just check that for you, DeMarco. Not the idea, mate. Dundee United forged an attack here. It was a good cross. The Werner corner out it. Good clearing header by Cameron Carter-Vickers. Chances. Honestly, the live fan cam thing it's no easy. Do you know what? Someone got in touch as well, and they'd said the other pod will be raging that you're doing that. They did it the other week, and I went, "What? They did one of these?" I was gutted. So I did a research for it. Covered my eyes and that. All these memories I was looking at and that. But no, I'm looking. Anyway, the only watch-along thing I seen was a B-team match, and it was just them sitting chatting. I think they're too rigid to be able to do real reactions like chances, as Daniel MC, or Mick, as I should say, suggests. But aye, so I replied to the message I got saying, I don't think what they called a watch-along comes close to what the fan cam live is. It was just, it's a bit square what I see. I didn't really have any relevance to the game either. I don't know why they were doing it for a B-team game, but aye, I was panicking though when I got the message. I thought, oh fuck's sake, I didn't realise I was pinching an idea off them, but I'm not. Big difference. A Sean Batty impression. Who's Sean Batty? David's brother. Who is Sean Batty? When is the sing-along starting? Do you know what? I was feeling a wee bit impromptu today. I was tempted just to... Do you know what? In fact, do you know what? I might do it. Say post-match. I mean, realistically, we could just get folk to ping me their email address and I could invite them on. Folk could come on, raise a point, and I could put them off and bring on someone else if enough folk are watching. It'd be like like the phone in, but brought into the modern day. Drop the mic there. We could try that, the way. Can you still hear me okay? We're just in the corner. 1 2 1 2. Daniel Meck, fan cams are the way forward. Sorry, sing along. My apologies. You said sing along the first time. Weatherman. Sean Batty's a weatherman. Never heard of him. No idea what you're talking about, kid. Oh, the thing. Bhoycie, team Liam or no? Liam. Very much team Liam. He's honest. Noel's a party political broadcaster. He's a bit of a dick. No, he's self-confessed bit of a dick. I like Liam. Liam's honest. You could go for a beer with Liam. Maybe this is maybe the Bhoycie Bus is the BDI of Celtic podcast, Red Baron. Big Rich Roe Gallagher sitting there, another one. 1-2 with Scales. Another dangerous ball, but again, it's going for that near post. This is something they've got to be training on, or working on in the training ground. It's uncanny how many balls they've tried to play at the near post. It is a corner though for Celtic. That's the good news. Matt O'Reilly over it. Agreed, Red Baron. Noel is a working class traitor. Headed towards goal, but it's somehow stayed in play. That suggests to me we're playing against the wind, Philip DeMarco, what just happened there. We've held the ball. It's going slightly wide, but it looks like it's going to drift out for a bad kick. And then it holds up once it's bounced. Almost like it just goes upwards the ball, as opposed to continuing its trajectory that way. I'm doing a lot of work with my hands today. Can't dislike Liam. He just goes about calling people rastas these days. He does. He sounds it in, man. Brown Warrior, I agree. But you know, it's funny because obviously it is to suit Giacomakis that they're doing these near post balls. But we're talking about this with Connor last night. Do you know something? Chances. Oh. Do you know something though? Do you think a lot of the balls you've seen getting played where Giacomakis was missing would have suited him more? Like the floaty sort of crosses, the drifting sort of crosses, the ones that are a foot above Kyogo might be ideal for the like of Giacomakis. It looks like we're tailoring our crosses specifically for him today by doing these near post balls. But I actually think the old floaty numbers might be more constructive or conducive, shall I say, to our play when Giacomakis is playing as opposed to when he's not. John Duncan is team Liam as well. Liam, I agree. Excellent voices, Philip DeMarco. Thanks, mate. As much as I love Scottish football sometimes, the level makes me laugh. I think Scottish football is nowhere near, right, the level of our... Here's Liam Scales. Can he put in another good ball? He does low, but again, it's with... I think he's going for near post again there. Or I'm just saying it to make my argument sound better. You never know. Spfl gets it across to Ralston inside his own half. At half time, it is blown. It's 0-0. Stuart Howell, I'm just going to quickly jump to your comment. He says we need to be a bit more inventive. Dundee United are managing everything now. I'm going to agree with that. I think a wee bit more imagination. Again, though, when we did have that bit of imagination, it came from James Forrest. He plays a ball on the deck, right across the sort of inside their box. And O'Reilly has a gilt-edged chance that he misses. But that was a different type of ball into the box than what we've seen so far. We're going to need a wee bit more of that because O'Reilly didn't convert that chance and it's still 0-0. Kookaburra is on the bus. Yes, mate. Jota to replace Forrest in the second half. Potentially will happen. Mate. Cannot wait to see Atati and Kyogo linking up. Me neither. It's a shame it won't be today. Brownwater, but we should see the other wing back at the post in case at the back post in case they miss it. Yep, that's true. Very true. Lupe 33 usually comments about 6 hours after the streams. Good to have you on the Bhoycie bus, Lupe. Brilliant. And they say the wing backs look shaky today. I don't know if how much I agree with that. It's not something I picked up on. Let's not disagree about it, but it's not something I'd noticed as much, if I'm completely honest to you, Lupe. Give me some backup to that as to why you're feeling that way about the fullbacks, mate. Some evidence, if you like. Right, Glasgow Rebel Liam. We need to get Forrest off with Jota on. Forrest is slowing everything down. All 3 of the Giakoumakis goals have been front post finishes. I know. I think that's why they're doing it, Brown Warrior. Why is Jota not starting? He's just been saved for the Wednesday game. He's just back from a long injury, Red Baron. I think it's just all about preserving his minutes for Wednesday. He will definitely start on Wednesday unless he picks up a knock in the second half today. Win the Tim, 2 minutes added on. What? They waste more time than that. Hopefully we're not relying on it. Injury time or extra time. Vim the Tim. Next half, Kaylee said we need to put more pressure on. Again, I agree with that. A lot more people jumping on the bus at half time. Hello to all you joining us. This is just going to be a continual stream today. We're going to cover the second half live as a fan cam live, and then we're just going to go into post-match piss straight in the back of it. I'm just hosting it all myself today. It was a bit impromptu doing the old fan cam, but brilliant to have so many of you with us. The numbers are looking great. Daniel Guthrie, as always, a big hail to you, mate. Wasteful first half. No real great or poor performances, just very wasteful. On the hoops, keep it going. All that matters is 3 points. It's true. But yeah, we could do better. Timolo thinks it looked a lazy first half, and we need to pick up the pace in the second. I don't know about lazy. I'm going to go with the unimaginative road that someone else alluded to. I think that's a wee bit better. John Duncan, Kayla, are you watching the match? Are we playing any good? John's at work, listening. Kayla, I'll let you comment back to John there. I'll try and rattle through as many of these comments as I can. Over 50 watching live right now, which is an absolute pleasure to be chatting about is all this fine Saturday afternoon. Scales made a few mistakes and put the defence under pressure, but also slowed down attacks. And it puts defence under pressure. I didn't notice as many of Scales' mistakes. I think I've got a blind spot with Scales maybe as well. They're just showing that replay, the near ball cross which led to the collision between Giakoumakis and Segrist. We need more of those sort of balls. Brown Warriors with the win behind them. FT say a prayer for the keeper. Ralston not looking as sharp as prior to the break. Maybe not. No, I'll take that point on board. I hate winter football. It is too cold, says Liam Colloway. Yeah, again, what's the atmosphere like, mate? I'm watching it with a wee bit of sound. Hard to gauge it, though. It's not the same as being there. I'm actually annoyed that I'm not there, because the reason I'm not there now, I never needed to do. I was dog sitting. I was meant to be today for a wee pup, but for my mum. But it all fell through. I was meant to be at the game, but I only found out too late to go to the game. So hence I'm doing the fan cam live. John Curry, we simply must get the 3 points today. Yep. We already know that Rangers have dropped points. It's time for the champions elect to step up. It is time. Daniel might have to be pushed to do post-match pish. You should have to. Why don't you come on tonight, Daniel? I'll throw the gauntlet to you, mate. Send me your email address. I'll send you a link, and me and you do post-match pish, and you can get pished. Why not? That'd be good. If you're up for it, mate, you're more than welcome to jump on the Bhoycie bus and do it live with me. I would like that. Douglas Hughes, we need to take our chances. Why can we not do anything from a corner? Drives me nuts. Why can't we do more from corners? This still stems back to Rogers' first stint. Didn't do anything for corners then either, did we, Doug? It's strange. I can't put my finger on why. Vin the Tim is back. We need to change it up pretty early second half. I think our midfield will tire again. And obviously Jota needs to replace one of the wingers, probably James Forrest. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to praise James Forrest for the ball he plays through for O'Reilly's glaring chance. He would have had an assist had O'Reilly done the easy bit and finished that off. But Abada does seem over the course of the first 45 to be the one that wee bit more direct. But there'll be no pylon on James Forrest. I'm going to caveat that with that because, he's done a lot of good for Celtic and he is coming back from what was a serious injury. Sure, how talk to mintage you've got on the day, Bhoycie. Underrated. I love it, mate. I love it. Retrokits.co.uk or something. I got it. 25 quid, all those remakes. I don't care about advertising them. It's not my problem if they're ripping off old retro kits. 25 quid. Thought it was all right. Liam Cole doesn't have a ticket. He was at the juniors today. He's watching the game now. Cool. Nice one, Liam, mate. Daniel, I've not got the bottle for it. Oh, get the Brown Warrior on. I'm going to throw it out there. Oh, they're showing some retro. Celtic, Dundee United, the Coca-Cola Cup final. Brilliant memories. Sorry, I'm distracted there. Brilliant memories. Get Brown Warrior on. Brown Warrior confirms. Whilst Daniel's looking at the bottle for it, Brown Warrior doesn't have the teeth for it. There you go. Tempo does seem a bit slow today, Lupe. I agree with that. I do. I think the tempo does seem a bit slower. And we don't want this getting to our last 10 minutes job. Although, if we were to win the last 10 minutes, I know all the comments will be, that's the sign of champions and all that. But for the nerve system, let's just get this job done. 0-0 at half-time. Don't give them any hope. They've blinked first today. Put it that way. Let's not blink as well. That'd be my message to Celtic, It turns out we're all talking the chat, Daniel. I didn't want to say it, mate, but it does. I'm willing to bring on a guest for post-match pitch. Anyone in the live chat who's stuck with us for the fan cam, they're saying that Larson's deflected goal going against Dundee United at Ibrox Coca-Cola Cup final against Dundee United. 98? Was that we won that? Was it 97? Is that the year we won the League Cup and obviously stopped the 10? I think it is. 1-0 in the 6 minute of extra time would probably do them in. Well, we've had the joy of that already once today. And let's talk a bit about how big a result that was. Because Rangers this season, we've heard a lot about the fact that they've won, 60 games, one defeat. I think it's 61 games maybe. Only one defeat. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of them were done without a glove being laid on them. Celtic laid a glove, and it all goes back to the winter break finishing and us playing at home to Hibs and putting in a scintillating display first half, and people beginning to see the new signings and what we looked like with extra options, when players were missing. Rangers blinked once, they blinked again today. And now we have an opportunity that we just can't pass up, because if we were to win today, you're looking at Wednesday taking on a whole new meaning. Wednesday would be the first time we went top of this league, having played the same amount of games as our rivals. What a feeling that would be. And what a statement it would be. And what an over to you sort of message it would send, our rivals as well. I also think we're seeing chinks in their armour that we need to be taking advantage of. The one thing is, we've got Rangers bottle merchants and stuff, over the last few years since they've been back in the top flight or in the top flight for the first time, whatever you prefer. But the reason for that is because whenever they made a hash of it, losing at home to Hamilton, for example, Celtic capitalised. If Celtic don't capitalise on, chinks in their armour like today, negative results like today, that might give them encouragement. That might actually give them a renewed sense of confidence. And we know when they're flying with confidence, they tend to get the job done. It's when they're under the cosh, we know there can be weakness in them. So it's very important Celtic do get the positive result for that as well. We don't want to look like, if we drop points, it's fine. They've not even got the cojones to take advantage of it. We can't afford that to happen either. So I've got to say, half time, whilst I'm not panicking just yet, I definitely think, It's very important that we get the result today, and make sure that, you know, any mistakes Rangers make, we seize upon it. Red Baron, I don't know if you've started drinking early, mate. I'm guessing that's meant to say Larson. Reminds you of Morelos. That is bizarre. That must be a joke. All right, no, he is at it. He's saying seriously now. What was it like being Celtic fans when we weren't in the league and you used to run away with it season in, season out? I'll let other people answer that. In the team, we have let them off the hook too many times. We can't keep doing that. Absolutely not. We can't do that today. We need to win just to hand the pressure over to them, says Doug. He's backing up what I'm saying. I agree. We let them off the last time just before Christmas. Agreed. We can't do it again. Agreed. We must win and get 3 points today. Big game today. Agreed. We can go top of the league Wednesday. You are spot on, John Duncan. Let's do it. I couldn't agree more. Who's up for some music? I'm just going to have a wee break before I come back for the second half, all right?
The Seagulls follow Chora. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes, we are back. Any excuse to play that tune, eh? Watch those brilliant Celtic clips from yesteryear. Kelly Mitchell loves this tune. Daniel Mick bored. You better not be bored at that theme song, Daniel Mick. Me and you'll fall out. I will be teasing it. Oh, he's talking to Red Baron. He was bored then. Yeah, the first and second season we were back. You battered us. Yep, that's true. We did. I think you want a rival. I mean, Ronnie Dyler tried to make it as interesting for Aberdeen as he could, didn't he? I think when you watch the footage back, right, of Celtic home games, then there's undeniably less people in the crowd. Now, people could say that's because they didn't believe in the team as much. The team wasn't as good, and yeah, I get that. There was no European football either, you know. Well, no Champions League football, sorry, under Dyler either. That was inspiring the supporters. Jota is on for the second half, by the way. Good. I think there was a bit of boredom involved, Red Baron. I'll say it. I know people don't like to say it. I prefer having the competition. I don't want you there, though, by any way means necessary. What happened to Rangers, or the previous Rangers, whatever you want to call it, was merited, unfortunately. And I still want rules to be applied. I'm not getting beat off fucking cheating. Do you know what I mean? I hate all that shit. I hate it. You look back at that, and honestly, a team that was EBT daft, spend the money they didn't have, overdrafts that were just taking the piss, where Celtic were going to get shut down over an overdraft of what, 6.7 million or something, yet, you know, the same bank allowed Rangers to get to what, 90 million or whatever crap. Just gives a level playing field, and by all means, the more competition in there, the better, and the more we'll enjoy it. So yeah, play within your means, spend within your means, play within the rules, and I'll gladly have a rival at the title in the league. Sarah Jane Coffey comes in, Forrest off, shot it on. You know it. You know it. Let's see what he will do. From the Tim Baron, I know he'll take this the right way. You could be psychologically scarred watching these intros and outros all the time. Whilst we all beam whenever the intro and the outro music's played and we watch brilliant moments. I never thought of it from Baron's point of view. What does he feel like when he watches that? I bet you any money the Red Baron has tapped his foot at the very least to the Bhoycie Bus theme song. There's a wee bet for you. Oh, Scales hooked as well. Sorry, I'm just catching up in the comments. I had to nick to the toilet on my wee 3-minute break there. Oh, Xhaka Marcus, I like that. Miscontrols it and looks at the ground as if it was the ground's fault. I like your style, mate. I'd have done the exact same thing, by the way, gorgeous George. I would have. Red Baron, I've got very thick skin. You never confirmed or not whether you're tapping your foot with that thick skin or not. Kaylee, positive energy as always from Kaylee Mitchell. Jota or Gigi to score in the second half, I think. Hopefully 2 goals at least. I like that attitude. From the Tim's asking if it's Juranovic or Taylor on. Yep, Juranovic, mate. Juranovic. He's just giving the ball back to Jota there. The 2 subs linking up already down the left. Oh, it's a glancing header. What a save. That was Matt O'Reilly with the header. Or Tom Rogic, whatever you want to call him. Same person. Oh, so the ball came in. Another one of these reverse, delightful right foot clips from Jota. Dylan Black comes in and says Celtic v Dundee United. You're right, mate. It certainly is. 48 minutes, 10 seconds played. Still 0-0. Celtic, ever so slightly, and not just because Jota's on. I think even the players that played first half, playing with that wee bit more urgency. I have a feeling Ange has revved them up a wee bit at half time. And by the way, that's his job as manager. You know, if Celtic weren't to win today, there's no free passes for me because there's players missing. If Ange needs criticised, he'll get criticised. But we don't look to criticise, but we'll be fair when it's needed. What a brilliant glancing header that was from O'Reilly. Really imaginative play by Jota. His right foot clips forward sometimes are just they're caviar, you know. And Matt O'Reilly, nice glancing header to the back post. But yet again, the Dundee United keeper, by the way, showing why he's so well thought of in this league. And he is well thought of in this league, you know. Red Barrett says the skin on his foot is too thick for tapping. Feet are weird. Oh, does it say Celtic Ross County? It says Celtic v Dundee United there. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. So it does say Celtic v Ross County. Let me change that. What an idiot I am. What an idiot. That's a wee bit embarrassing, eh? Oh, I can't even change it. Oh, well. What can you do? What can you do? It's a wee bit embarrassing, eh? I had Ross County on the mind. Oh, Bhoycie, never change, son. Never change. That'll be on that Celtic News Now app. Everyone just going, he's fucking... That cunt's at it. Eh? He's not got a clue what he's talking about. Celtic v Ross County. Thank you, Dylan, for keeping me right, mate. And also for giving me my most embarrassing moment of the stream so far. Ignorance is bliss, they say, you know. I better go sort that out on Twitter, because there'll be notifications coming in. I'll put up a message now. Just sent a wee tweet out there saying, this isn't meant to say Ross County. I just had them on the brain at the time of scheduling. Can't think why. Jeez, so. What an idiot I am. What an idiot. I'll never change. Obviously just loving the Ross County today. It's been an hour and none of us noticed. I know, Daniel. This bus is hopeless, mate. Dylan Black's pitching himself, and quite rightfully so. Oh, what a clown I am, by the way. Well, I don't even know what to say. That's the... I thought the numbers were down the day. No, I thought they'd be down anyway. They couldn't. It's there's 60,000 people at the most important match. I might need to set up another stream now, though, for post-match pish. In fact, I will, because that's just going to come back and bite me in the arse. Aye, because folk will be searching for it as well. We'll go on a different stream for post-match pish, right? Oh, I'm just going to leave Daniel Mick's comment up. It's been on for an hour and none of us noticed. I'll just leave that up for the whole show. It sums up the Bhoycie bus to a T, and I won't have it any other way. Oh, priceless. Hurry up, Dundee United. Good switch of play there by Dundee United, right out the pitch. Teresa Lyle, photography and design solutions comes in. If it's any help, I thought my stream for the match had froze for ages. I managed to pause it. I've got some company just came in as well. Psst. This is wee Bagheera. That's it, son. I know. You're trying to jump off me. He's digging his claws in quite bad, like. This is Bagheera, though. Sounded wee cat going. Hey. See no listen. Right, you're digging your claws in. It's really sore. Really sore, mate. She's sore. I'll be catch up. Dylan says I'm so funny. I wish I was, mate. I wish I was. How long left? John Duncan's asking. 54 minutes, 37 seconds played at my end, so 40 minutes? Plenty of time. Matt C, doesn't matter what it says in the bus. We all know it's a good ride. Yes, mate. I can't believe. Red Barrett says, nice wee dog, that boy. Say, it's a cat. We're all busy window licking. O'Malley Cat Cub says Celtic need to take a leaf out of Dom Toretto's book and press the NOS button. We are so slow. Has been a wee bit slow. I mean, it looked for 5 minutes in the first half we'd kind of got our mojo back, but unfortunately we haven't. What you want new, son? I'm only one man, Bagheera. I've got an audience here. I don't know, mate. Oh, Dundee Utd are through. Oh, he's offside. Kaylee says it keeps buffering. Everything's fine at my end. Dylan, but I subscribe to you. Yes, thank you. We appreciate it. Is the stream still alright? If it is buffering, let me know, guys, in the comments. Stephanie Herringtonio Romance and Gothic Writings. Well, that's the best YouTube handle of the day. Stefan Herringtonio Romance and Gothic Writings. More intensity is needed. For fuck's sake. I know. There is definitely. What a brilliant name. And Stefan confirming no buffering. Yeah, because there's none at my end either, I've got to be honest. So thank you for keeping us in the loop, Stefan. Herringtonio Romance and Gothic Writings. Already intrigued. Can you write the Bhoycie bus in Romance and Gothic Writings, please? That'd be cool. We don't want this to get a bit flat. Now, I don't want to draw too many comparisons to it and get people getting the fear. I was at the Livingston game when we drew with them, and it was a dull affair. And we didn't create as many chances as we should have, despite dominating possession. I don't want the same again today. O'Reilly. Red Baron is buzzing to players now. I wouldn't be. What was it Brendan Rodgers said when you all cheered? Remember that? That was a classic. Was that the Loudon Tavern or something? They all just jumped up and down, buzzing because they had Graham Murray in charge and drew a winning machine in the semi-final. Absolutely bizarre. And Brendan Rodgers just said at the press conference, be careful what you wish for. He was right. O'Malley corrected him, it's Glasgow Derby. Stefan, get involved in the comments. We want as many comments on the Bhoycie bus as possible. It's the unique selling point of the Bhoycie bus has been the interaction. No other pod does it. They're either pre-recorded, really well-edited videos. I mean, I commented on Ryan 118 last night, just said he's so likeable. Do you know that? I watched it. I've met Ryan 118 once. Sound as a pound. He came over to me. He was like, Bhoycie, Russell Bhoycie said, kind of behind me. I turned around. I was like, what's happening? He was like, oh, mate, great to meet you in that. And it was good to meet him as well. But he was sound, man. And I just think he comes over really well in like the sort of face to camera sort of heavily edited sort of videos. And then he does like the podcast show where he's got guests. He's a good host at it. But what I do is I try and make it a really interactive, fan-based sort of show. And I don't see anyone else doing that. I know the other pod bring up the odd comment, but whatever. You know, I don't think he thinks much of the comments that come in, to be perfectly honest to you. Whereas I value all the comments. I love it. I like the debate. So we try and thrive on being as interactive as possible, Stefan. So if you ever have got anything to say or contribute with the comments, get stuck in, right? The more, the merrier. Kaylee, yep, it must be your buffering. No mine for a change. Try and get Ryan on. We could. I have messaged him before and reached out saying it'd be good to do a wee pod together. I certainly think, young lads like that are very much the future. I like the fact he doesn't. I'd seen today, was it Hamish was on Five Alive. Absolutely amazing work. And I think a lot of them, I see them having sort of similarities between real media, but they are fan media and they make no airs or grace about the team they support and with that. But I think a lot of it, They are quite. I think like him and John McGinley, I think on that, excellent. I thrive on their Twitter content because it keeps me in the loop half the time. And I like the stuff that they do. But I think they're very much more of the fan media. If you looked at what that term means, they're very much, to me anyway, the outside, yes, they're fans, but they give sort of media-esque content. Whereas I think Ryan 118 comes over more maybe as a fan. And I think I come over more as a fan. Well, in fact, definitely. I remember I did a press conference, Fran Alonso. I just said to the guy I used to work with, the other pod, I just said, it's no for me, man. I said it the group chat, enjoyed it, but I don't think I was very good at it. It wasn't my thing. I was just looking around at the journalists, just going, I didn't even like you. I didn't like you. This is all fake setups. The questions are all worded, all weird. You've got to, just not my thing. So you don't see the Bhoycie bus rocking up at any fan media press conference either, because I don't really want that to be what we go for here. Might cost me views, but we just try and be authentic, just fucking normal. Just a normal guy watching Celtic, you know. John Duncan, glad you mentioned the Four Tims. I love it. I listen to every single show by the Four Tims. Love Tony. Like the other guys as well, but I've met Tony once, so I've got a particular sort of soft spot for the big man. I preferred him when he was ranting, though. You know, see now when he says, oh, it was a brilliant display. I miss him saying the word push. He's good at saying the word push. 61, 60, well, just entering the 62nd minute now. Still 0-0. Dundee United have a throw-in. Atati mops up there. Cleared by Starfelt very cleverly. Jota running at pace with the ball into the Dundee United half. It's brilliantly tackled. Absolutely brilliantly tackled by Dundee United to regain possession. They'll have their eyes firmly on now, thinking they can get something out of this game. We've entered into that territory, unfortunately. And by the way, seeing the comments I've noticed as well, the people saying how basically Celtic's second half displays, how often do we score in the second half compared with the first? It's a good point. You know, do you really want to be Celtic hanging their hats on second half displays? I don't think so. And the Celts, yeah, just great lads. Great lads. I've got a lot of time for them and enjoy listening to their pod as well. Absolutely, they are top lads. 20-minute Sims, I've not heard as much of them, not in a bad way. I've never really listened to theirs. There's only so many you can listen to, though. I know they do very well, so I'll be sure to give them a blast when the 20-minute Tims. Goes down. Oh, his first touch was nice, and then I don't know why he doesn't just strike the ball. Beaton winning a yellow card there. I think he was looking just to break up the play at any means necessary. A professional foul. Standard booking for it. Vim the Tim, we are not playing well enough. And we don't have much on the bench. We need just a moment of brilliance from someone. We do, and I don't want Celtic to start relying just purely on moments of brilliance. We still, I feel, have enough in the team selection today to be winning these games through what they've practiced on the training ground, not relying on moments of brilliance. But I kind of lean to what Wim the Tim is saying. I think it's now got to the stage we might be relying on a moment of brilliance. And that's a get out of jail card, if you like, for another way of putting it, isn't it? I don't want us to be at that stage, you know. We have to have more ideas. We have to come out in second halves and put as much of a stamp in the game as we often do in first halves. Today we haven't in the first half. Second half has to be far removed from what we've seen other second half displays today. Do you know what I mean? And that's not trying to be negative. I know there's negative comments about the other pod there. They're just boring, to be honest with you. There's a couple of them that have a bit of personality. I'll not name them, but they know who they are and I like them. But fucking square the rest of it, you know? Packet of plain Chris. Oh, yeah, this was good, but it wasn't too good. This was bad, but it wasn't too bad. Oh, Jota! Goal! No. Saved. Ya bastard. Shaq Marcus. He goes near post with his finish, but that's because the keeper's sprawling to his far post. But somehow, oh, it's brilliant for Seagrass. He lifts his boot and actually managed to get that ball over the bar. It's a near post. He went again there, nearly causing trouble for the corner. Holy shit. What a save that is, though. Because it's actually deliberate. It's not just bounced off his foot. He's raised his foot. His reaction is unbelievable. Fair play to Seagrass, by the way. Fair play. Fans trying to sing some positive chants, trying to get some sort of energy into this. We all now know. One look at the clock. 66 minutes we're approaching now on the clock. Time is counting down now. So the Scottish Buell comes in and says it's coming. Jota can do the damage. You know it. John Duncan says cheeky bum time. Cheeky bum. What was Alex Ferguson said? Squeaky bum time. Honestly, though, I can't emphasize how good a save that is. I know, you know, hopefully, no Giovanni Van Sunis was watching there and has it me saying goal when it wasn't a goal, but yeah, it seems so obvious it was going to be one. Do you know what I mean? Atate! Juranovic tries on for the edge area, but it's blocked. Here we are. Keep the pressure going. Ralston, beat on. Back to Juranovic, edge of the Dundee United box. Gets it out wide. Jota, one-on-one situation. We want this. Oh, come on! Oh, fuck's sake. 2 more changes happening for Celtic here. Rio Tati, not as effective today as he has been. He's coming off. On comes Doak. Ben Doak comes on for his debut, number 84. I don't know anything about Ben Doak. I've got to be honest with the Tim. I don't know anything. Cheeky bum time, squeaky bum time, all better than leaky bum time. I agree, Stefan. Matt, see, that was a moment of brilliance. It really was. It's so deliberate the save by Seagrass as well. You know, you watch something like that close quarters, which has rave reviews now for about 12 months. You can see why. Well played there by Starfelt. We diving header on the halfway line. Giakoumakis' first touch was shocking there. He's better than that. He's better than that. Oh, that save is even better watching a slow down replay there. Unbelievable. The Scottish Buell comes back and he's watching this from an Indonesian jungle. Love it, mate. Good to have you on the bus. Going global, I told you. This is killing me. Change required. We win 1-0. Well, the changes have been made now. There's O'Reilly. Juranovic coming down the right. He doesn't get his head up. Oh, no, it's Ben Doak. Sorry. Apologies, Juranovic. Maybe I've got it in for him. Sorry. If he gets his head up, there was something free just outside the 6-yard box. You've got to get your head up in a position like that when you're playing the cutback. Show me, why aren't you on Axom anymore? Netherpod. Why be on it, mate? It's not really worth going into, mate, but I don't really like the guy anymore. He doesn't like me. I like it that way. Francie, huffing and puffing about the day. To say the least, Francie. To say the least. Oh, Spillbury keeper. Oh, he gets lucky. He might be having a great day. But he got a bit fortunate there. Again, it came off for him, though. Brown Warrior, it'll come. Keep the faith. Dylan Mack's back in saying hi. Hi, mate. Sorry, Sean, by the way, if I seemed I was a wee bit offish there. Wasn't trying to be, mate. I wasn't trying to be. It's just because the game stressed me out a wee bit, and I didn't want to get all caught up in. I don't want to get another text off that twat saying, you know, the death. We take me and my, you know, I'll not name his head honcho, but I don't know why he brought his name into the conversation anyway. We take defamation very seriously. You ever said that shite to me again, you know what I mean? You'll get short shrift. So Sean, that's where I stand with the big man. But I'm glad you're enjoying the Bhoycie bus. But how I look to send Bhoycie, that's not a text message. You think he is. What's that? Shut. Oh, chances! Giacomakis, the worst finish I've ever seen in my life. From the Timber leaves. Brown Warriors keeping the faith. Mick says shit show. I'll keep the positive message up. But the ball breaks there to Giacomakis inside the United box. It's bounced up quite kindly for him. He goes to hit the volley and he's absolutely squaffed it. I don't know what he was doing there. 71 and a half minutes on the clock now. Brilliant urgency for Ben Doak there. No, sorry, for Juranovic on the ball. Then he goes to play a straightforward pass to Ben Doak, who's further ahead of him on the right wing, and just sends it out for play. A simple pass, Josip Juranovic. Everyone seems to love you because you crack a joke every now and then, mate. Are you always smiling? I don't care about smiling. Win the match. Play a simple ball. Clown. Honestly. Daniel, mate, my nerves are in bits. Francie, what a miss. What Giacomakis. Honestly, mate, last time I'm backing you. Scottish Buell, love this. Positive energy. He is sensing an 87th, 80th minute goal line Stramash goal. It's there. It has to be by a defender. I would love that. Good work by Ben Doak. Does he get his head up again? Smashes the ball at near post. Goalkeeper confidently palms it away. Again, doesn't look. He's not looking. There's no point in just putting balls in for the state. There was a Pep Guardiola thing in that Man City documentary. I don't particularly like Guardiola, but he's doing a team talk and he says, remember this, don't cross for the sake of crossing. Cross because you found a target. You found a player to cross the ball to. Brilliant for Jota. Great trickery. He gets it to the back stick. Dundee United get it out for a corner. This is getting tense, and I am regretting doing the fan cam live. Trust me. Matty is done with GG. Take that number 7 off him. It's how fickle fans can be, I suppose. Amazing how when Rangers drop points, Celtic reciprocate and vice versa. Stefan, not today. It's got to go in. Spfl. The goal is that way, and you're heading across the goal. I get why he's done it, I suppose, but slight pass for Joe Hart. Jeez, Joe. Big Julian on for the late set pieces header. Superman pose. What a comeback that would be. Stick him on up front. Jota back inside. Huge 17, 18 minutes in the season. Do we believe we can win the title? Let's find out. This is box office stuff now for Celtic. Have to make mistakes by Rangers count. Kevin Bremner comes in. Joe Hart, 96th minute winner. We would take it, mate. Here's Taylor. He puts the first time cross. And again, it's aimed at that near post area. We've had no joy from it. Comfortably cleared by Dundee United. Jota with the right foot. Cleared by Dundee United, who seem to be, almost embracing these sort of crosses coming in the box. This seems to be a style that suits their defensive needs. Can they punish us on the counter-attack? They're going to try here. They've slowed it down. Tony Watt maybe using a bit of experience there. That's good. Chances here. Run with it, Abada. On you go, son. Booking for Butcher. Ah, fuck off, Butcher, you prick. Starfelt spent the summer at the Dan Mastorovic School of Heading with him. Aye, biscuit tin he'd. You know what I mean? Honestly, what's that bouncing off? The goal's that way. He's heading it that way. What was it my mate at high school used to say, Big Willie? I used to call it 50 pences or something like that. Here's a chance. Does O'Reilly fancy it? Didn't let Juranovic take it, honestly. Can he play a straight 10-yard pass? Embarrassing. Come on, O'Reilly. It's Nakamura territory, this, against Man United, by the way. Almost a carbon copy of the exact position. If you're not watching, I'm trying to give you, you know, a visual for where we are at right now. It is almost inch for inch exactly. Look, the Dundee United wall is clearly standing in front of the line, and the referee doesn't want to react to it. Two Celtic players are telling him, with their back to the free kick being taken, the free kick hits the wall, no one's there to react. Too busy arguing. Freaking referees. Vim the Tim stream is down, but I'll keep you in the loop as best I possibly can. Butchers had a great game, says Red Baron. He's Pichu. I'm kidding. Right, come on. Juranovic turns back inside. Safe pass from him. Starfelt. Get those gloves off, you clown. Hate it. Cameron Carter-Vickers in the ball now. Still looking, what's the word? Pensive Celtic are, you know? Is that really the word, Bhoycie? Oh, sure. Bendo kept that in. He's done well. Right, let's see how good your ball is. That's a better cross. Much better cross there from Juranovic, got to say. Cleared still by Dundee United, don't get me wrong. Aye, he'd like a 10 ball bit. That sounds a bit more like he was saying 50 pence. Done playing high, you know. Here come Dundee United. Dealt with defensively fine there by Starfelt in particular. Ben Doak, what are you doing, son? Far too much over exuberance there. He's got to check back in, retain the ball, start again. Stefan, I agree. Shouldn't be pensive. Should be seizing the moment. I agree. Dylan Black, Celtic. Celtic is good. Agreed, Dylan, mate. Celtic is good. Red Baron, make the pass. I know what you're saying, mate. I know what you're saying. I know you support the other team, but I know you're being honest. There is just make the pass. Dylan is from the dark side, says Brimore. It's quite a dark avatar, I suppose. Peter Pollitt. He's been cutting a bit for ages, eh? With the ground, I mean, I don't know where the Green Brigade are right now. Awfully quiet. Daniel Mick saying it's not good enough from us. You're absolutely spot on. A day that started with so much hope. Only Celtic could do this to you, though, eh? Only Celtic could do this to you, man. That's really well won. I think that was O'Reilly who won that with a sliding challenge. What are you doing? Honestly, Ben Doak just thinks he's got to take on his man every time. Gives the ball away for the second time in the space of 2 minutes. Trying to make a run on the outside with the ball be able to make. Mojo Rising, brilliant avatar name that is. Not get my hopes up after this anymore, man. Every opportunity to gain, we've screwed it up. Yeah, and it's turning the screwing to do, not screw it up. Do you know what I mean? Come on. What is going... Neil Baton's been sent off. Well, to me, it is a foul by Celtic, but how is he not blown for before? Fuck off. Guy Taylor's fouled there. He's came right through the player to get the ball. Beaton, what are you doing though? It's a rugby tackle by Beaton. He's dove in, trying to put it back. We've seen all this shite for you before, Neil Beaton. See, the fact is, you play the whistle. Loves a red card, that clown. Free kick in a dangerous place for Dundee United as well. Celtic down to 10 men. 0-0, and we're looking at bringing on James McCarthy to win the game. Fuck me, man. Really deflating. I mean, you know, the early afternoon vibes were so positive from what Rangers did. Celtic now adopting this wall where I think it's Abada who's lying down behind it. Fucking nonsense as well. The wall does its job. Brown Moore, he's defending his teammates. Sorry, who was? Beaton by diving like that to a player. I've got to push back on that one, Brown Moore. I agree with most of your points, mate, but I don't know what he's doing. You've got to play the whistle, mate. You play the whistle. He dives and tries to pull the guy back. The whistle hasn't went. He's not got carte blanche to do what he wants to the football pitch, and he's on a booking. If in the team, if it's that bad, we need to bring on Julian, then do it. We injury here for Dundee United. They'll rightfully take their time with it, but if he's injured, you know. From the team, he could have had McCarthy on for Beaton. Beaton being on a yellow card for a while. I mean, no, Beaton's got those sort of errors in him. You've got to play the whistle. That's the thing. I felt it was a foul on Taylor, but it doesn't give you the right to dive back and try and pull at someone's jersey in the manner Beaton does. It really doesn't. And do you know what? We spoke about this at length on the other fan cam we did at Tynecastle. Beaton leans into the ball at the halfway line for a deliberate handball when he's already on a booking. Beaton then, for me, is the real culprit for the handball for the penalty that they got. Although I think John Beaton's given it against Matt O'Reilly, and hence why Beaton wasn't sent off then. He could have been sent off twice midweek as well. Putting your faith in your Beaton. Is it something I'd be doing? Martin MB12 comes in. Any chance to put pressure on Rangers this season, we always bottle it. To me, Sean's not right with the team today. I think that we had enough in terms of selection to get this job done. And by the way, back to the positive vibes, because we might still get the job done. If we don't, well, we'll talk about the whys and why nots of today in post-match pish. How about that? Mick, fearing the worst for Wednesday now. Play like this, they beat us on Wednesday easy. I think both teams are playing shite now, to be honest with you. But I hear what you're saying. Gutted about this game. Chances. I've got to be honest. Ben Doak, if you're the answer, I don't know what the question is anymore. Shite. Shite so far. I don't want to be too harsh on him. I know he's young. Martin MB12, just a bit of honesty from him again there. 15 corners, no threat for any of them. Spot on. How long has that been going on for? Years now. I think Neil Lennon tried to address it, to be fair to him. Are we overcomplicating simplicities of football like that as well? Do you know what I mean at times? John Duncan, proper buzzkill. You're telling me, mate. I came on here almost in a gloating sort of fashion. Fucking regret that now, I tell you. Come on, Celtic. Mick, who's the debut boy? He's dire. Agreed. He's been dire. I'm not saying he's going to be a dire player. That's just maybe the negativity of the current scoreline getting the better of me. But he's not impressed at all. That's how we're doing if we don't. But remember, 10 men once won the league. I know. Riley trying to dance his way through. So wide right. Here comes Doku. Really? I mean, take the corner! Oh my God. He's kept it in. Even the commentator just said he could have opted for the corner. I don't know what's... The occasion's far too big for him, clearly. Anyway, we're still at the ball at the edge of the Dundee United box. Fucking hell. Dundee United are loving these crosses in the box. A nonsense header there, James McCarthy. Utter nonsense. Play it out wide left. He just looped a header into their box. That they're just meat and drink for the Dundee United defence, to be fair. Stefan thinks they've blown it, mate, he says. The Postecoglou, you get a hell of a lot of love. So see when it doesn't go right, do you deserve a bit of jip? Yeah, you do, mate. That's just, our right as fans. I want to see him a wee bit more inspired on the touch right now. I appreciate the camera only pans him for 2 seconds, and maybe he's cutting a completely different character when he's off camera. When he's not, in the picture that we're watching right now. But when it does pan to him, he's standing motionless. I just want a wee bit more. Maybe I'm being harsh. Fuck it, who cares? They're being harsh on me. What's he doing? Plan A doesn't work, Daniel. Try plan A again. That's how it seems, mate. Come on. Throw in Greg Taylor. Throws it back to Starfelt. Just in the left-hand side here just now. Starfelt looking hesitant when he has to just grab the game by the scruff when he gets the ball there. Anyway, we get it right. Good ball! Bad at full stretch, headers it wide. In comes Feed the Bear. Brilliant to have you on, Feed. And aye, shocking. It was a great chance to take points today. Shocking, man. We need a goal quickly. Time is running out. Atomic Destructor comes in. Bottled it, Bob McBob. Bhoycie, cheer up, mate. Honestly, man. Wait, man. I don't know if my stream's delayed here. What's going on? I'm seeing comments of Yessssss. Kookaburra says we should have played our best 11 from the start. Every time we tried to get cute, it backfires spectacular. I get what you're saying, but do you not feel there was enough? I'm seeing comments coming in saying, yes, goal. Abada! Yes! Yes! Get in there! Get in there! Oh, I can't cope with this, man. I'm never doing this again. Bob McBob, let me know. Go Celtic. Nice one, mate. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. Do you know what, Abada? How cool is that finish? Takes the touch on his left foot, top bag with the right foot. Instead of just trying to take it first time, who cares? He gets the booking for taking his jersey off. No one cares. I don't know how my streams fell behind. From the time at my end, it's 90, just approaching 91 minutes. Whoa! Oh, I'm breathed. Den, this is what we talked about, the whole fan cam, mate. You're absolutely spot on. If Rangers slip, it'll count for nothing if we don't take advantage of it. Have we done that now? Oh, it's another nerve shredder. Kevin Bremer, title winning teams know how to win 1-0. I hope you're right. Martin MB could be the most important goal all season. I know. Shocking challenge by Dundee United there. Robbie Thistle comes in. Thank you for jumping on the Bhoycie bus. Laughing my ass off. Nerves and task here, and yours, Bhoycie. Mate, honestly, you know that way you just regret doing these fan cam things. You think today Rangers drop points. We've got a relatively comfortable fixture. We'll do the fan cam. We'll have a laugh. But no. Instead, you know, you're out there to have memes made of you looking like a diddy when we drop points. But miraculously, we haven't. As Oh, 2.5 or so minutes left. How many minutes added on, says from the Tim? 5 minutes were added. We're currently sitting at my end. I know I'm a wee bit behind. But we're sitting at 92.57. The anxiety of the football fan, we all feel you know. So, oh, mate. Oh, it's difficult, man. It is difficult to handle this. This is why I'm definitely not doing a fan cam on Wednesday. No way, guys. Please end it now. I know Vim the Tim. You're getting the blame for suggesting the fan cam, Kaylee. You absolutely are. Real Abada. I always wanted to chant to start, right? See when it was Kyogo and Abada that were scoring all the goals at the start of the season. I always wanted like the Radio Gaga tune, eh? Queen. I like Queen. I've got a Freddie Mercury tattoo as well. See there? But I always like that tune. All we see is little Kyogo. Real Abada. Nah, shite, I know. Aye, Martin MB. Abada has been an underrated signing. Gets far too much criticism as well. His numbers are fantastic. He's only just turned 20 years old this season as well. Stefan, chill out, see it out. Red Baron, blowing the league when Celtic didn't even have a team at the start of the season. It could be the case. A lot of football to play. David Kelly, absolutely a lot of people due Abada an apology. The lad has been a huge player for this season. David, you're spot on. I've defended Abada, by the way. I'm not going to take that one on the chin from my point of view because I've actually been so defensive of him from the get-go. I mean, if he was a 19-year-old youth product coming through at the start of the season, we'd think he was the best thing since sliced bread. That doke has been utter dreadful since he came on. No offence, young man, but you've got a lot of work to do to get in this first team. A lot of claps coming into the comments, a lot of yasses. I'm guessing full-time whistle's gone at your end. It's not at mine as of yet. Are we there? Get in there. Unbelievable, Jeff says Scott Howe. And do you know what? He's not wrong. Brown Warrior, is that happy? He might take up the flute. Daniel, mate, let's have this mob on Wednesday. You're right, mate. And they were waiting. The knives are getting sharpened for that Celtic team today. Not just by us, by the way, because they were to an extent by us. But I also think they were getting sharpened by our rivals, ready to poke fun at our attempts at winning this title. Instead, Celtic show the resilience. Abada shows that bit of quality that we needed. Jota with a brilliant ball in. But Abada, the composure, takes it on the left foot, puts it in the roof of the net with the right. That was like a goal getting scored when we're 4-5-0 up. Abada's doing that when it matters. Fair play to him. The disco lights are on. Come Wednesday night. Is the league title going to be on? It'll go a long way to proving it if we can get that result. If we win, we go top of the league now, based on playing the same amount of games as our rivals. Not all more games in hand. The talking's over. It's time for action, Celtic. That game at home has took on a whole new meaning on the back of the result in Dingwall today and that late Liel Abada goal that seals 3 points for us. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Celtic were uninspiring today, right? Let's make no bones about it. Celtic display was uninspiring. However, it's all about getting the job done. I'm going to come back 5 minutes on a different stream. And we are going to do some post-match pish. But I've realised I've called this one, for anyone joining us, Celtic versus Ross County. I just had Ross County in the brain earlier. You can understand why. I'll be back at 5. We'll set up a new stream and we'll do some post-match pish. Look forward to seeing you all there.